The movie opens with a chilling scene. We see a young girl sitting alone, waiting for her friend. As she looks around, something catches her attention, a pair of cute pink shoes lying nearby. They look beautiful, almost tempting. Just as she steps forward to pick them up, another girl suddenly grabs the shoes and runs away. She puts them on and starts walking ahead. But after just a few steps, she begins to feel something strange. Suddenly, both of her legs are brutally severed. The scene is extremely painful and disturbing, instantly setting a dark tone for the movie. After this shocking opening, the story shifts to a woman named Sunji. She lives with her young daughter and has recently separated from her husband because their relationship had completely fallen apart. With no other option, Sunji and her daughter move into an old, abandoned apartment building. The place is eerily silent, and the only other resident is a mysterious old woman. Locals believe the building is haunted. Strange things keep happening, lights turning on and off by themselves, unexplained noises echoing through the corridors. Despite all this, Sunji has no choice but to stay. She doesn't have enough money to afford a better place. When she enters her apartment, she realizes everything inside is damaged and needs repairs. Without wasting time, she decides to fix things herself. As she tries to repair a bulb, it suddenly explodes, and a spark injures her eye. She rushes to her friend, who is a doctor. That's when we learn that Sunji herself is also a doctor, and her own clinic is currently under construction. Later, while waiting for a train to go back home, something unsettling happens again. Sunji notices the same pink shoes. The shoes look innocent, beautiful, almost inviting. She starts looking around, trying to figure out who they belong to, but there's no one in sight. And that's when things start getting truly disturbing. In reality, Sunji only wanted to return the shoes to their owner. But even after searching everywhere, she couldn't find anyone. With no other option, she decides to take the shoes home with her. As soon as she reaches home and tries on the pink shoes, she starts feeling extremely uncomfortable. Almost immediately, she begins seeing strange visions. In one vision, she sees a young girl wearing the same shoes and dancing beautifully. Her movements are elegant and captivating. Standing nearby is another girl, silently watching her, with eyes full of jealousy and resentment. Sunji assumes she's just tired and stressed, so she ignores it. As she comes out of the vision, her daughter walks in and excitedly says, "Mom, I want to try these shoes too. They're so pretty." Sunji instantly refuses. No. Absolutely not. The next day, after dropping her daughter at school, Sunji goes to the site where her own clinic is under construction. There, she meets a man who supervises the construction work. Trying to be friendly, she invites him over for dinner that night. Meanwhile, back at home, with her mother gone, Sunji's daughter can't resist anymore. She secretly puts on the pink shoes. At first, the shoes look far too big for her feet. But then comes a terrifying twist. Right before our eyes, the shoes shrink on their own, perfectly fitting the little girl's feet. Moments later, she too begins experiencing the same disturbing visions. That evening, when the construction supervisor arrives at Sunji's apartment for dinner, her daughter becomes visibly upset. She angrily asks, "Who is this man? Why don't you live with my dad anymore? What's wrong with him?" Sunji loses her temper and sends her daughter away to her room. Afterward, she explains to the man that she is separated from her husband. During their conversation, the man's eyes suddenly fall on the pink shoes. Even though he's a man, the shoes strangely attract him, almost hypnotically. As the days pass, the visions begin to invade Sunji's sleep. In her nightmares, she sees a couple dressed in bridal clothes. Sometimes, she even sees her daughter standing on the edge of the building, about to jump. When Sunji rushes to stop her and grabs her, her legs are suddenly cut off from the middle. And she wakes up screaming. Because of these constant visions, Sunji becomes mentally exhausted and terrified. Now she's completely sure. There is something evil connected to these shoes. From that moment on, whenever her daughter tries to wear the pink shoes, Sunji strictly stops her. One day, Sunji's doctor friend visits her apartment. The moment her eyes fall on those pink shoes, she too becomes strangely attracted to them. The shoes look irresistibly beautiful, as if they're calling out to her. When Sunji steps away for a moment, her friend steals the shoes and runs away. What was it about these shoes that could force even a best friend to betray trust? As Sunji's friend walks outside with the shoes, she suddenly feels like someone is following her. Before she can react, a hand covers her face from behind. And in the most horrifying way, her eyes are painfully ripped out. That's not all. She's lifted with unnatural strength and thrown straight into a mirror. The glass shatters, and she dies instantly. We also see that her legs have been severed, all because of the shoes. Moments later, the pink shoes mysteriously disappear. When the police arrive, they take her dead body away and begin investigating the case. Since Sunji was the last person she visited, the police start questioning her as well, treating it as a murder case. While at the police station, Sunji notices several photographs. And what she sees completely shakes her. Many women had died in the exact same way before, legs cut off, brutal deaths, and always connected to the same pair of shoes. Confused, terrified, and overwhelmed, Sunji returns home. As she checks on her daughter, her heart nearly stops. The same pink shoes are lying right next to her. Sunji is shocked. Her friend took those shoes, so how did they come back here? Enraged and scared, she snatches the shoes away from her daughter and throws them into the dustbin. Even though she still finds them beautiful, she can't let anyone die because of them again. But when she returns to the room, her daughter is once again wearing those same shoes. At this point, Sunji is completely terrified. Before she can react, she sees blood starting to flow from her daughter's feet. And that's when she realizes. The shoes are no longer just haunting her. They're coming for her child. After seeing the blood, Sunji collapses on the spot. When she finally opens her eyes, she realizes that both she and her daughter have been admitted to a hospital. But what truly shocks her is this. The pink shoes are still in her hands. The construction worker, the same man who has been working on her clinic, is there as well. He takes Sunji up to the hospital rooftop and tells her something disturbing. He says he found a 60-year-old photograph, in which a woman is holding the exact same pink shoes, in the exact same way. From this moment, Sunji becomes desperate to uncover the truth behind these cursed shoes. Together, they begin investigating their origin. Sunji suddenly remembers the old woman living in her apartment. She recalls how frightened the woman looked when she first saw the pink shoes, and how she had warned her to throw them away immediately. Convinced that the old woman knows something, they both go to see her. At first, the old woman is terrified. She refuses to say anything. But after repeated requests, she finally begins to speak. She tells them that when she was young, she used to work as a maid in the house of a woman named Okai, a brilliant and graceful dancer. Okai deeply hated another girl, Gyoke, because she was extremely jealous of her dancing talent. Gyoke also had a close male friend who cared for her deeply. This only made Okai's jealousy grow stronger. One day, that man gifted pink dancing shoes to Gyoke. When Okai saw those shoes, something snapped inside her. She wanted those shoes at any cost. Slowly, she began seducing Gyoke's friend, trapping him in her manipulative charm, and eventually, he fell for it. One day, Gyoke caught them together. Heartbroken, she ran away. Her friend chased after her, trying to stop her. But when Okai saw this, she realized. He still loved Gyoke. Blinded by rage, jealousy, and obsession, Okai murdered Gyoke. Not only that. She cut off both of her legs. Then, holding the pink shoes in her hands, she began laughing uncontrollably. Shockingly, Gyoke's friend was also involved in this horrifying act. The old woman reveals that she was there that day, hiding and watching everything unfold. But neither of them knew. Someone had witnessed the truth. Here, we finally see the dancer and Gyoke's friend together in bridal outfits. They are getting married. And the most disturbing detail? The dancer is wearing the same pink shoes. But before the ceremony can continue, Gyoke's soul appears. Filled with rage and pain, she brutally murders both of them. This is where the truth is fully revealed. Gyoke never wanted peace. Her only desire was revenge. She made a vow. Anyone who wears or even touches her beloved pink shoes will die a horrifying death. As soon as Sunji learns this, she is completely terrified. Desperate to end everything, she begins searching for Gyoke's dead body. When she finally finds it, Sunji places the pink shoes inside the coffin with Gyoke's body and seals it shut. For the first time in a long while, Sunji feels relieved. She believes the curse is finally over. She thinks. We returned her shoes, maybe now she'll leave us alone. Meanwhile, Sunji has started developing feelings for the man working at her clinic site. She goes to meet him, but what she discovers shatters her completely. The man now hates her. He has learned the truth. Sunji never separated from her husband. She murdered him. And the one who revealed this secret? Her own daughter. The moment Sunji realizes this, something inside her breaks. She is consumed by rage. So much so that she tries to kill her own child. Her daughter somehow escapes and runs all the way to a train station. But Sunji follows her there. Just as she is about to kill her daughter, she suddenly realizes something horrifying. This isn't really her. She is being controlled. The one trying to kill the child is Gyoke, the spirit from 60 years ago. Gyoke wants the girl dead because she is the only one who has worn the pink shoes multiple times and survived. At that very moment, the impossible happens again. The pink shoes reappear in the girl's hands. Completely broken and terrified, Sunji screams at Gyoke's spirit. "We helped you. I returned your precious pink shoes. Why are you still doing this to us?" As soon as Sunji says this, Gyoke's spirit appears right in front of her. Her form looks extremely terrifying, far more horrifying than before. Gyoke finally reveals the truth. She tells Sunji, "You are me." She explains that Sunji is actually the reincarnation of the dancer from 60 years ago. That is why the old woman was always scared of her. She could sense the same evil presence. Gyoke then exposes the darkest secret. She says that Sunji herself is the real murderer. She is the one who killed her own husband, murdered her best friend, who was a doctor, and even caused the death of the man working at her clinic. And now, she has come here to kill her own daughter as well. Gyoke makes it clear. The killer was never someone else. It was the same jealous dancer from 60 years ago, reborn as Sunji. Her jealousy had grown so powerful back then, that even after death, it continued destroying lives in the present. With this shocking revelation, the story comes to an end. To watch more movie and series explanation videos like this, don't forget to comment next below. Thanks for watching.